Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And in this lesson, it will be pretty brief, but I was watching a video, two-part video. I didn't get to finish it, the second part, but I was watching a video that was done by the elder brother in London, Rakah Yaquam, and basically he was going into the MOTB system and how you had this guy Eric Adams, right, the mayor of New York, and some other company heads, discussing the basically the MOTB infrastructure, okay, and how and he played the video, you could hear this guy Eric Adams basically saying how we have to, governments have to basically start embracing this technology. Now it's pretty apparent now where the U.S. is in terms of um, the race or the development of the digital currencies and infrastructure and all of these things. All right, as you see these other countries, these European countries, as well as the other countries are all following suit, adopting these plans, shifting away from the their old traditional currencies, and all jumping onto the new the CBDCs. Okay, now I remember when this guy Adams, when he first came up, that's what he was talking about, basically advancing New York into like that techno, cyber currency, like those kinds of situations. They're talking about why have you know uh direct deposit and like cash like this when you can just you know directly send the money to somebody's digital wallet. Okay, and now you have Biden signing this executive order. So eventually, as the scriptures say, matter of fact, let me go. I got a few precepts. One in the book of Revelation, all right, chapter 12, verse 12, which we go into pretty often, but it's prevalent in these times to be aware of what mindset these governments are gonna come down upon the people in. All right, they're not gonna come with the mindset of patience. They're moving quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency, and they have the ability through the media to push their sense of urgency upon the people. It says, Revelation 12 and 12, it says, "Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." So why woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea? Because this push that they're doing is going to affect everyone and everything and everywhere. Okay, and they're coming with great wrath to eliminate those that are against their agenda, and to force the rest to bow down to submit, all right, to their will via the various different crises that are taking place and that are going to be taking place more even then, because they know that presenting their ideas as a solution is how they get people. That's why they use problem reaction solution. All right. So we're pretty much at that point where now they're done trying to, whenever we point the finger at them and say, hey, look at what these guys are doing. They're pushing this and it's going to lead to this. Now they're done pushing that aside and brushing it aside. Now they're fully embracing and saying, yes, we are doing this. Yes, this is how we're coming with it. But the push is, instead of highlighting, like the elder brother said in the video, instead of highlighting the negatives of it, they're gonna highlight the positives. Yes, we are saying C-hip your kids and C-hip yourselves, but not from a standpoint of control or for tracking, but more for protection, for safety, for help, for identification. To limit transmission of different pathogens, to limit the, to keep up with the world, to basically get out of this economic crisis that we're in. All of these things, as they get worse, they're going to present this solution. They're going to tailor those problems to present this thing as the solution, as the way to go, all right, as the escape. And it has to be so for prophecy's sake. Okay? If you're paying attention, you can understand, you can see that this is all leading to what? The fulfillment of prophecy. That's why the Lord is allowing them to have success in moving on this front, to be able to get people, and they are going to get people. Okay? The next precept here, like I said, these are all precepts we're familiar with, but this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. It says here, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak." So the vision, going into all the writings, the prophecies that were seen, the reason they're called visions are because they were seen by the prophets, things that were to happen in the future, like the prophet Esdras, all right, and Isaiah and Jeremiah and John and all of these different prophets, and they wrote down the visions that they received, all right, although they didn't fully understand them, they wrote it down. Okay, and now, as the scriptures say, it is set for an appointed time. So, like even Ezra was asking the angel Uriel, when are these things that I'm seeing going to happen? Am I going to be alive to witness it? Like, is it going to be in my lifetime? Like, why can't it happen now? But the angel told him, look, I can only show you certain tokens. All right. So the closest he got was in the end. This is what's going to happen. So there's an appointed time, because right now we're in the end, right? We're at the end of the world. We're in the last days, but within this end time period, there's an appointed time for each vision. The appointed time for the nuclear destruction is after the appointed time for the MOTB being made mandatory, right? So everything has an appointed time. We don't know the exact appointed time, okay, but we know within what range, okay, as we're seeing. So it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, right? So at the time it's set to happen is when it's going to happen. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. When it says speak, it means that it's going to come to pass. It's going to happen. It's going to come to life. It's going to affect you. Just like in Revelation 13, it talks about how the the image, right? That it should both speak. Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So speak in this sense meaning to come into effect. All right, not that it's actually going to be like like an image is not something that talks. A system doesn't necessarily talk. It talks metaphorically, but it means that it's coming into effect. It's taking power. Okay. Yeah, it says here, to the word speak, it says to use words in order to declare one's mind and disclose one's thoughts. Well, in this case, it's going to be actions. So going back to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. When you go into the word lie, it means that pretty much it's going to happen exactly as it was written or prophesied to happen. It's not gonna differ from what the vision is. The fulfillment of it is not going to differ from the writing of it. Okay. When you look up the word lie in this verse, you have here kazab. It says to lie, tell a lie, to be a liar, be found a liar, be vain. Okay, to make a liar, to be proven to be lying, right? So the vision is not going to lie, meaning that we said this is what's going to happen. The scriptures say this is what's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's not just not going to happen, because if it doesn't happen, then the vision was a lie. It says here, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And now we're seeing, and I remember back in 2017 when the 3 Square Market came out and mentioned it, and we were all over it, but it still tarried after that, because the full official time wasn't yet. But we noticed that over the years, the tarrying got shorter and shorter in between. And now we're at the point where it seems as though there is no tarrying. It's like every other day there's news coming out on this, and they're pushing further and further, and they're embracing and letting you know, yes, we are moving towards this. This is the new society. They're boldly telling you reasons as to why it's okay to see hip yourselves and your kids and all of these things. So this, and a very good point that the elder brother made was that this 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 MOTB, the Charagma, needs a system to function in, and that's what they've done. They've built the system, and now they're incorporating it into society. And then the final piece is they're going to incorporate you into that new societal system. All right. So the vision is speaking, and we are at the end. And that's now is more crucial than ever to pay attention. Anyway, with that, Lord willing, you were edified. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Dash. Until next time, Shalom.